One of the first things I am going to do before I sit on my yoga ball is I am going to roll it around and stretch the circumference of my body. After losing the weight that I had done in a fast amount of time, I still suffer with chronic pain, so I have to go with my body. It's very painful, but I fight through the pain. When I reach and pull, and my muscles and my joints are really happy. So I sit on the ball and I start bouncing, and I put my hands on my hips, and I'm going to do about 50 bounces. I'm going to raise up off the floor as if I am doing an assisted squat, and I'm just going to have fun with it. I'm going to bounce 50 and just let my body absorb into the ball, and I'm just going to float with it, jump and pretend like I am just in a playground having a lot of fun, because you have to make your workouts worth it. Otherwise, you're not going to want to do it. And I'm in a lot of pain, but I am fighting through the pain. You might not see it. You might see my face wrinkle up and get all grimacy, but I know what I'm doing. It's my knees, my quads, my thighs, my glutes, my hips, my ankles, my shoulders, my neck. I'm going to raise my arms up to get the maximum stretch in my pelvis all the way down my back. And I'm going to keep bouncing until it's time to move positions again. I'm going to reach, and I'm going to reach forward, not fall down, which I'm having some balance issues. However, I'm just going to keep trying to stretch. I'm going to change positions, and I'm going to bounce again, and I'm going to try to stretch it all the way out, reach to the bottom of my palms onto the floor, and I'm going to try to stretch as far and as wide as I can to open up my chakras, to open up my woo-ha, open up everything, and to really get that full stretch in and get the flexibility going. The ball really, really helps absorb the shock of my body. So I'm going to put my hands on my hips again, and I'm going to do a set of 50, and I'm going to bounce, and it really helps having that ball and raising up, raising down, and it's in my quads, it's in my ankles, it's in the bottoms of my feet, and you have to make sure your feet are planted on the ground. I am not a doctor, I am not a physical therapist, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm just doing what works for my body. No different than if you're having wild sex with somebody. So these moves are bound to help you open up your body. This is working for me, and you need to do what works for you. I suggest you talk to a doctor before you try any of these things, because I am not a doctor and I'm not telling y'all what to do. So with that, I'm bouncing and I really feel it wide open, and I'm going to try to raise my arms up again and try to keep my balance, because when you lose a lot of weight, your balance changes. So I'm going to move forward again, and I'm not going to lose my balance, which I have a hard time sometimes. So I'm going to stretch out, and I'm going to stretch all the way in, and I'm going to take very deep breaths as I do this. And I'm going to reach forward, and I'm going to really open myself up and allow that stretch to go through. And so that's what I do. Thank you for watching.